Hello, I'm Bonnie Pajes, the host of Cebu Business. I'm glad to be back. We're back on our second season now, and this is our first episode. And I couldn't be more pleased because this guest that I have has been a person that I've been wanting to interview for a long, long time. He is such a low-profile entrepreneur, but his projects are so high-profile that they're changing the skyline of Cebu. I'm talking about Mr. Richard King, the chairman of the Fuente Triangle Realty Development Corporation, the founder of Club Ultima, the builder of Crown Regency in Lapu-Lapu with 36 villas and an outstanding hotel. I'll be right back with him right after this.
Come in. Step right in. Welcome to your address. Step right into Club Ultima, created especially for those who value excellent service, state-of-the-art amenities, and high-value advantages. Built by homegrown J. King and Sons Company Incorporated, Club Ultima offers nothing less than the best in business, fitness and wellness, recreation, and entertainment, plus value-added benefits as yet unequaled in the industry. Get this special treatment you so richly deserve. A Club Ultima membership, a non-proprietary transferable lifetime membership, carries with it a prestigious and convenient address in an exclusive, all-inclusive urban getaway, and more. Truly, where the good life begins. Club Ultima is in.
Welcome back. My guest is Mr. Richard King, the first time in local television. Richard, I know you've been wanting to go low profile all these years, but you can't. With all your high profile projects, Club Ultima, Crown Regency, the villas, you're putting up a 32-story building in Ramos, the Ultima Residences, a project in Boracay. So people are asking, who's Richard? Who is Richard King? Who is Richard King?
Well, Bunny, to describe myself, I'm just a simple businessman that works hard, maybe 24 hours a day.
So you never sleep. Richard, how did it all start?
If you notice, all my projects are all real estate based.
Yes.
So in real estate, if you make the right decisions, you couldn't go wrong.
So it's a question of making the right decisions.
Of course.
All these years. I know for a fact that you joined your father 20 years ago, J. King. At the time, he only had 5 employees. What did you start with?
Actually, at that time, Bunny, my father was in the real estate business, building his own apartments, office buildings, and store spaces, and he was also a textile wholesaler. So I thought that at this point in time, I don't have the enough experience yet or skills to run a business. So I went out of the family, I went to Manila to get some experience.
Mm-hmm.
I worked first 6 months as a production supervisor since I'm a chemical engineer. And then after that, I took up my master's degree in management at the Asian Institute of Management. I graduated in 1983. And then after that, I worked for 3 years as assistant vice president of a company in Manila. And then after that, I started my own business.
By joining the family business. What business did you start with?
I also went into real estate.
Mm-hmm.
My father was renting apartments, so he was renting it out monthly. So I thought I'd do a business, a motel business.
That will rent out, on an hourly basis?
Hourly basis.
So you started Prince Court, King's Court.
Right.
And there's another one, right?
No,
there was
we're putting
another
it
one.
now under this name, Prince Court.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have 5 operational, 1 in Davao, 3 in Manila, Cebu, and 1 in Manila.
And they all clicked.
Yes, yes.
So what did you do with the cash flow that was generated there?
Well, being in the motel, it's a good cash flow business. So I used that money to develop other projects which are real estate based. So I went into warehouse projects. We have about almost 150 units of warehouses in Cebu.
150 units?
Doors, yes.
Okay. What are they called? What's the name?
Well, just warehouses.
Just warehouse, okay.
Yeah, and then we have about 20 warehouses in Davao, and we have several in Manila. So this again gives you a good constant cash flow
They're
monthly.
rented out. Okay.
Rented out. So being a warehouse, maintenance is low, but occupancy is high because it's a business, right?
Right.
So when I thought that we had enough cash flow, then we went into bigger projects, which is the hotel business.
The Crown Regency.
Right, the Crown Regency. So since then, we have developed about one in Mactan, one in Guadalupe, Cebu, one in Davao, one in Fuente, and then another one coming up in Makati.
And of course, the one in Ramos that is going to be started, and Boracay, right?
Oh, these are our condominium projects.
Okay.
This is different from the hotel projects. So in the condominium projects, we have three. We have one in Fuente, one in Ramos, and one in Boracay to be launched soon.
It's mind-boggling how large. When you joined your father, how many employees were there at that time in 1986?
Well, he had 5.
And today, how many do you have?
I think today we have about 1,200.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We need more Filipinos and entrepreneurs like you, Richard. What is your philosophy in business?
Well, all my businesses, I always, my philosophy is have a good product, priced reasonably, and be innovative.
Everybody wants to do that, but how do you accomplish it?
Well, I just do things, I just find a way to make it more innovative so that people will, notice it,
I need to ask you one other thing. I know for a fact that you finished chemical engineering at the University of San Carlos, summa cum laude, with an average of 1.09, which is almost perfect. Many intelligent and bright students go to the academe or they go into research, but very few actually go into business or become trailblazing entrepreneurs. Why is it that you're different? How come?
Well, my own personal upbringing, I always wanted to be in business. I never wanted any career in my life. So my studying in let's say master's degree was just to give me enough experience to run a business or to manage a business.
That was the purpose. That's the reason why you got employed by somebody else.
Right.
You knew right from the very beginning
Yes.
that you were going to be on your own.
Yes. So I just want to feel also how it is to be employed.
How did it feel?
It's good because when next time you run your own company, you know how an employee feels.
Right.
So it gives you that kind of feeling so that you know how to treat them too.
Well, apparently you haven't made too many mistakes because the projects that you have chosen clicked and then you parlayed whatever success you have into the next one. What process do you go through, Richard, in terms of looking at the project or business opportunities? Do you go through a formal, analytical, and typewritten project study, or do you just do this at the top of your head or in your head?
No, when I see a good business opportunity, I immediately made calculations like, would it sell? How much would it cost? And then how much money you would make? And then...
you put this in writing?
No, it's all in my mind.
It's all here and there running, the numbers are there in your head.
Right.
Okay.
So if I see that it's a go, then I grab the opportunity.
And you execute.
Yes, execute. And then I'm also very anticipative. That's my style of management. In fact, I always tell my employees that when you make an order to an employee, do not just write a memo and that's it. Write the memo with a clear instruction